Oh, of course. I mean, even Dali's made a great statement of how even he didn't understand his work at times or the message. And I think naturally, on many occasions he did. He knew what he was doing, but there were areas that were, completely gray, and he didn't know what the message was or the meaning behind this surrealistic style of painting. And that's a beautiful thing because it was completely left up to the eye of the beholder to make sense of it and define it for the artist even. And even still continuing on after his lifetime. That makes a great artist.
Yeah, and I think that makes it really exciting to the audience too, because the audience can kind of see like, what is this? Where is he going?
Where is he going with it?
It's beautiful, but what does this mean? So I think back to the whole point of getting to know the artist and what they were thinking and feeling at the time is really beneficial for the buyer or just whoever's appreciating the art form, right?
I think so, because it's art is subjective and it's emotional, and you can never force your opinion on somebody else's viewpoint on something, on a painting.
Well, I'm just like, I'm like sitting here and I'm really kind of blown away by just this whole experience right now. This is really incredible. I've been really imagining this for a while, and I know I'm kind of getting off the subject for a moment, but this is really cool, and I'm really happy that I'm doing it with my buddy here at D.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Always.
This guy is a real straight up guy, and he's very, very knowledgeable in terms of this business.
I've explored a lot of realms, and I've dealt with a lot of art history, and Dali, and Picasso, and Rembrandt etchings, and also contemporary artists. And in the end, it just keeps changing. The business is an evolutionary process where no matter what you've done, even as a consultant, especially in today's age, you're still reinventing the formula for success to stay ahead of the curve.
What would you say, what type of work these days are selling? Like, what would you focus on, since you're familiar with the LA market, San Francisco market, the Hawaiian market, you're familiar with New York? I mean, what works?
There's a plethora of works that sell, but I think because of the economy, of course, there are some very cutting-edge artists still doing well. And also photography. LA's big on photography. There's a lot of cutting-edge, high-end photography in LA, or ultra-modern or contemporary art that is successful here. Whereas if you go to New York or Europe, you're dealing more with paintings. And, it's definitely more of a painting world. Not that, of course, there's paintings in LA, but it's definitely takes more precedence on the East Coast and in Europe. LA is becoming more successful in the realms of objects and actual entire, designs on walls or space and room settings.
So sculptures.
Or dynamic settings or large works or complete installation settings by the artist, or,
like
visual, just complete visual experience on a grand scale, monumental sculptures or modern designs, all the above as far as of a kind of a presentation that's on a wall or on the floor, or all the above. Anyway, all I'm saying is, so that's big in LA, because it's more of like a panoramic view of things. In the old world, it's not about that. It's the story. It's the old paintings or the deceased painters that are masters. It's the story of their life. It's much more personal in the sense of the painting and the buyer, and it's very personal. So you have different geographical zones for different success, and Hawaii is no different. I think Hawaii is more of a commercial game of the contemporary artists, but there's also some very talented artists that do very well in Hawaii, and they're international. It's not just tropical art. It's international artists from Europe or South Africa or Russia. So because you have buyers from all over the world that come to places like Maui. So LA is a little bit more avant-garde. New York is a mix of the old school and avant-garde. And then Asia, of course, like China, does monumental works, massive pieces, both in either sculpture or canvas.
Damien's always, I'm sure, very available if you'd ever like to talk to a legit art consultant.
Absolutely, yeah. I work with contemporary artists as well, and some, of course, period artwork, and more than happy to. Yeah, I think it's part of the experience is just sharing what you know. It's part of the inspiration. So more than happy to. Yeah, my company's Days Art, DEAS ART, and my website's daysartcollection.com, and Damien Days. So please feel free to email me or give me a call, and I'll be more than happy to share with you a process that keeps changing for myself as well.
Thank you all so much for listening. I really look forward to creating this wonderful community for like-minded artists to express themselves freely, where you don't have to feel inhibited in any way. In so many cases I've talked to artists where they're like, yeah, I dabble in it a little bit, but I don't really like show it to anybody. I really am dreaming of this community at Artlov to really kind of like give artists a safe place to come and share themselves with other like-minded artists. And if that leads to, a supplemental income, if that leads to getting picked up by an art consultant and they're able to take your career, take it to a much higher direction as an artist, a professional artist, that's amazing. And I just would applaud that for you, and I would be so thrilled for you. So, please don't be afraid to express yourself and share yourself. Dee, do you have any last thoughts for the artists and whatever, dude? What do you think? What do you think's important to share?
Just follow your passion. Go. It's take it one day at a time. Don't get ahead of yourself. Just create a systematic approach and have fun doing it, because I don't think any of us really know where anything is going anymore. Things just occur, and our mindset is more than ever helping us along the way. So believe in yourself and just keep working at your craft, because that's what we're all doing, no matter what it is.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for checking us out, and
we look forward to keeping on, I guess.
Yeah, man. You just got to keep on keeping on.
You got to keep on keeping on, and it's all good.
It's so good. So please express yourself, share yourself, and be mesmerized by the possible magic that might come about through the arts. Because the arts, I am telling you, it is just so
enriching,
important and enriching.
Our savior, I think. It's our savior. It's what most people live vicariously through.
Absolutely. And I've been reading the Champions of Change, the impact of the arts on learning right now. Basically doing a lot of research for the Foundation for the Arts, onelove.org. And our goal is going to be to give back the arts to the children, beginning here in Los Angeles, whose the arts curriculum have pretty much been cut from their public school, especially in most of the low-income districts. So I am so passionate about just the benefits of the arts for our children, for adults, for a living, for whatever. I just think I am just so passionate about this. So I really hope that I can help you, and so can Damien maybe. Thank you so much for listening.
All right, take care.
Cheers.
Cheers.